Before I tell you about benefits of meditation, let me first explain you what meditation is. I will repeat that later on, but for start, you should know what I think when I say meditation. Okay, so meditation is a procedure of turning our attention inwards and experiencing the finer states of our mind. So we are settling down our consciousness and experiencing whatever peace is there inside. And there is a lot of peace in everyone. Usually not, of course, because usually people have a lot of mental activity. Our mind is very active. We have thoughts. We have too much thoughts. We have feelings. We have everything going on. And people usually have problems with settling this down, to feel that peace inside. But the good news is that every person, including you, carries this peace deep, deep down. And everything you should do is just turn your attention in. So we experience during meditation the settling down of mental activity, settling down. And in the end, we experience one very special state of consciousness, which we call unmovable consciousness or pure consciousness. This is the state where there is no activity. So no thoughts, no emotions, nothing, just completely peaceful awareness or consciousness. It is not falling into trance, so you will be aware all the time, but you will be more and more peaceful. And that is what meditation is. So settling down of mental activity until we experience the most peaceful state of consciousness. The simplest reason, and actually the most practical reason about why you should experience this finer state of consciousness is because you are that. You have them. They are the part of you. And mostly people do not know that. People think that what they are just on the surface, what they are doing. And they don't know this deep, calm, and peaceful depths of their consciousness. So the first reason I can give you is to know yourself, to understand what is there inside, and to be complete. That was, anyway, my motive when I started with my personal search. And even today, I look onto meditation like a direct path to myself. Okay, but many people have some other motives too, and rightfully so, because meditation can give you many, many things. Meditation can change your life forever. Actually, maybe the second best way to look upon meditation is to understand it as a mental hygiene. We all learned into our childhood that we should wash our hands. We take shower now and then. We feel good to be clean, and we know it is good for our health. But the same thing as with the body happens with the mind when you are active. So you're just living, you're just communicating with other people, you do your job, you're just going around, and after some time you feel tired. You feel low energy. You feel excited, irritating, or whatever. So the mind reacts on activity in the similar way as the body reacts. So we gather some influences from outside. Usually we call that influences stress. So we gather stress and we need to clean it. Our mind needs hygiene as much as our body. So meditation is mental hygiene. During this settling down of our mind, the mind is actually getting rid of this extra material, of these stresses, and emerges outside of meditation peaceful, clean, and ready for new activity. So meditation is something we all should learn when we are very young, before we started to actually live. Because if we do not attend to our mind, if we leave it to stresses of environment, then with time, with years, these stresses becomes actual illnesses. Not just of mind, but illnesses of the body. For example, high blood pressure or insomnia, cannot sleep, headaches, and many other psychosomatic illnesses. Many people just feel tired all the time because we are under the pressure of time. We have to work a lot. There are many things we are not happy about our world. So there are many reasons why we feel that stress. And there are many reasons why we should meditate and get rid of it. So in order to feel restful and to feel that you are competent to face life, meditation is the thing you should do and you should practice. I have mentioned that during meditation we experience the deeper parts of ourselves, and that experience correlates with activating of different parts of our brain. Those parts which were dormant until now become active. So you're actually starting to use more of your brain, more of your own inner potential. Many physicians and scientists think that people are using only small part of what we have, only 1, 2, or maybe 5% of our nervous system, and the rest is just sleepy. So with meditation you are activating these parts which you are not using until now. The result will be amazing. You will be able to organize yourself more. You will be literally more intelligent, because the level of intelligence in you will rise. You will be able to do things quicker. You will be more creative. New ideas will come to your mind. And of course you will be more ready to face the problems and to solve them. So the increase in usage of your potential will be the direct result of practicing integral meditation. So you will feel better in your body, you will feel better in your mind, and maybe the most interesting part is that you will feel better with your environment, with the people around you. Many times it happens that when persons start to meditate, people around her or him start to notice changes, and they start to change also. Because if you are happier, if you feel better, your interaction will be different. So the people around you will start also to show that kind of behavior, and you will have better relationship, and that's great. So many times it happened that problems in family, in communication between husbands and wives, or maybe problems in communication in your work improves. So everything becomes much, much better. Because, you know, we are not alone. We are not separate from others. We are all the time connected. It's not just through communication. It goes much deeper. When you are with someone, it is not just what you say. It is what you are that influence that person. So if you are full of stress, if you are tense, if you are not at home with yourself, then how can you give to others? How can you love them fully? You can't. So with meditation, you will become more capable for giving and more capable for receiving in the emotional field also. And you may say that this influence of the person to other people is much wider than our narrow circle. We actually creating the world. We are individuals, but what we are doing with our life creates much larger picture. And if you want to think about peace in the world, you have to think first about peace of the mind in every individual. If we achieve that, there is no reason why we should not have peace globally. So meditation can have much larger influence than you think at first, because if you start meditating, you will join the much larger family of people who are creating peace in themselves and thus creating peace in the world. Of course, your motivation could be quite selfish. It is quite okay that you start with meditation just to see how it works, just to relax a little bit, just to maybe improve your health or some little things in your life. But as I told you, you will probably be surprised by the completeness of the effects of integral meditation. And in the end, I have to say that if you are like me, you will actually start meditating because you want to know more about yourself. You want to know who you are, actually. You want to know what you are. Our consciousness is mostly unknown territory. People just don't know what they are carrying inside. It's time for you to know. It's time for you to meet yourself. If you start meditating, you will do right that. You will meet yourself, you will understand what your consciousness is, and you will be a new person, much more happier and much more capable than before.